Again, one card draw, 87, really smooth with a deuce, and gets folded around to me, unfortunately. I think there's a lot of that. This table played pretty tight. Deuce 8 Deuce 3 is a really good hand in the small blind. When the button opens, again, I think I flat call here. I feel no need to 3-bet. I think the big blind's gonna fold a lot because she's been playing tight, and I don't really mind too often if she comes along, because if she does come along, I feel more confident post draw than any of these players here. Okay, so a quick concept that we just encountered is I drew 2 and didn't improve, and he bet again. I'm getting the right odds to do so, especially with a smooth hand like Deuce 3-8. It's really important that you do not give up equity in triple draw. Just because you didn't improve doesn't mean you don't have the odds to continue drawing. There are some dramatic situations where if you only have one draw to go and you still only have 3-card hand, if it's like a 3-card 7-3-2 or something like that, and the pot's huge, and you know the guy's drawing 1, it is warranted to draw 2 in that spot and not fold. So there are situations where you have to be really heads up and evaluate every decision carefully. So definitely drawing 2 again here. When I don't improve on that draw, though, it's just fine, ditch it. Okay, this is a really interesting hand to start with, because there's a lot of factors in how to play it. Do you keep the 9? Do you ditch the 9? I'm on the button. What are they going to call me with? Are they going to call me with anything worse than a 3-card hand? It's really important to know all these factors when deciding whether or not to keep the 9, because the 8-4-3 is kind of like a little safe. You can't really make many straights with it, if any. You can't make any straights, actually. Sorry. Then I think it's fine to break the 9. But say the 3 was like a 5 or something like that, then you might consider keeping the 9. Or if the 3 was like a 7, then I definitely consider keeping the 9, because the difference between a 98 and a 87 when you have 2 9s is not going to be too big, just because you know that they can't make a 9. So again, what does it really mean when you have 2 9s? It means that they're unlikely to make a 9, since there's only 2 left in the deck. So keeping it might actually be more advantageous, because they're either going to make worse than a 9 or better than a 9. They're very rarely going to make a 9, so your 9 is either good or bad. That would be an argument for keeping a 9. The argument for discarding it would definitely be if your hand is smooth enough, like this 8-4-3, and you think that a lot of the time the players in the blinds that you're raising are going to keep better hands than you. So it's better off to draw smoother to an 8. I think I ditched both of the 9s in this example. I think we don't get really much action, unfortunately. As you can tell, these people are really tight, so hopefully I continue to play a loose style that I think is definitely profitable. 4-7 is just garbage. You should never play it in any position. Maybe the small blind if the big blind folds like 80% or something ridiculous like that.